Hi, my name's Colleen Cox. Recently I put out a video and shared the story of my husband Gary Cox and I and what has happened and why we had to reach out for help. Basically, long story short, my husband in the last 8 years has had a lot of health issues, everything from breaking his leg and having multiple surgeries, cardiac issues, cardiac procedures. He was even paralyzed a few weeks after having a flu shot. Anyhow, we decided 2 years ago, May of 2022, that we needed to sell half our farm. So we sold the house and 20 acres, and we bought an arched cabin kit with plans to build it on the flat part of our property because we had a well and a septic and all this and that. Anyhow, we realized we weren't up to being able to do this on our own. So we hired a contractor who ended up not being able to do it because he was too booked, who referred us to what we thought was another contractor who in fact was not actually a licensed contractor. And he took us for everything. So the last video we were asking for help fixing and finishing the house, bringing it up to code, all the things that, sorry, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. I'm sitting in the greenhouse. Anyhow, well, long story short, we've now have kind of had it pointed out to us over and over again how unsafe this build is because everything was done wrong. We can't fix it. The amount of money it would take to fix it, and then the uncertainty that maybe in 5 years the house actually falls apart. It's not safe. We're still waiting for the state to come out. We've been playing telephone tag, but they are supposed to come out and inspect. And there's a very good chance that they are going to condemn this bill. So, we had a gentleman come out who really, almost a worse feeling than getting taken for all that money, was having someone come out that said they were going to help us. And he wasn't going to charge us for labor, which we were just astounded by because it's a lot of work. And he went from the bottom to the top and pointed out everything that's wrong and how unsafe this build is. Turns out he's also a timber guy, and when he saw us kind of stressing about the money and stuff, he noticed one of our trees was a white oak veneer, so he came back with my husband and walked the whole property and told us that there was enough money there that we could build a whole new house. So we got really excited, and the plan was a couple of weeks we're going to start, and he was going to get us a temporary power pole. The next on Monday, the utilities company came out, and so I shot a text to this gentleman and gave him the guy's number, who said, fine, just have your contractor call us. And I didn't get any kind of response. So the next day I just sent a short text and just said, hey, could you confirm that you got my message about the utilities? You know, because I knew he needed to talk to them. I still got no response. So the next day on Wednesday, I called him and I caught him. He said he was too busy to talk, but I asked him if he got my messages, and he said yes, he was waiting for a call back. Well, we just found out yesterday that was a complete lie because we spoke to the gentleman he supposedly called and found out that no, he never called him. But he set up a time with me for Sunday because we said, listen, we really want to talk to you, because also what happened is Jeremy, the owner and of the manufacturer of the arched cabin kits in Texas, after seeing our video, got a hold of me and said that he wanted to give us a whole brand new kit. So we just had to put it together, and we wanted to get with this gentleman and tell him this and kind of scale stuff down and see if we had enough money through the trees that we could actually pay him to do this, because that was a lot, and I'm sure it was more than he expected. But instead, he kind of chose the coward's way out. I was raised to be accountable, you know, and no matter how hard something is to face, you always face it and you always come forth, and it's called integrity. So again, we believed somebody, and this time we really got our hopes up and we really got excited because holy cow, we've hit rock bottom with this. And then to have the rug yanked out from under our feet and to pretend like we never existed because he won't return a call or a voicemail or a text, and he did not show up on Sunday, of course. So anyhow, it is what it is. Here we are now. So our next plan is we're desperately searching for someone who can do selective timber harvesting. where they just come up and they just take out specific trees, because we don't have, tons of acreage, and they really want to come out and wipe out the whole hill. We don't want that. Just pick out those white oak veneer trees that are worth so much money, so we can have the money to do this correctly. And we absolutely still need help. We still need materials. I'm sorry that, y'all haven't heard from me or had any kind of update. We were kind of in this limbo again. Limbo. Dang. So here we are. So please share this. We're hoping that August we will be able to start demolishing the house. So if you want to help on that, we are planning on trying to salvage as much material as we can. We could really use help. We've got a few people that have said, hey man, but not everybody. I'm not a whole lot of help. I'm having to retire after 30 years as a massage therapist, even though I really need that income. You can see my plants back here. This is my little stream of income on the side, my little greenhouse. So we need some muscles. Our plan now is to take it down to the block wall, add extra concrete where we need to, because we're not sure he actually even put concrete in the block wall. Wouldn't surprise us. And we're going with shipping containers. We're going to put 2. This is a 30 by 40 footprint, so we're going to put 2 of them, 2 40-footers. So that gives us 14 by 20, 14 by 40 in the middle. That'll be our whole kitchen, living room, dining room, all that. So if you can help, or anyone can help, please share this. Please spread the word. We're extremely gun shy, as you can imagine. We've been lied to over and over, and we've put our faith in so many people that have just let us down right and left, and we keep going, this is happening for a reason. This has to be, thank goodness we found out about this gentleman's character now, before he was out here and got halfway done and ghosted us again, So you gotta look for the bright side. It's just a shame he never gave us a chance, to offer to pay him and do all that. Ladies, teach your sons right. Teach them what integrity is and what being a man of your word is, because it's really lacking out here. I don't get it. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please contact us. We are in East Tennessee. We live in Parrottsville. We need help with labor. We can't ask anyone for money because no one has any money. But hey, if someone wants to send us $1 gazillion, we're not going to turn it away. Just kidding. I appreciate y'all. Thank you and God bless. Yep, this was January of 2023. It finally got to that point. It was started. They got the block walls up. We were so excited. They're putting the frame up. This was the end of January. We're moving right along. Check it out. They started doing the end walls. This was the beginning of February. Awesome. We're going to start doing the loft and doing some of the interior. This was again in February. Everything's rolling along. We're so happy. We got the end walls up. They're starting to do the tie vac. This was February still. Let's see. That's when I started telling you about standing water inside there. Oh, you got a 30-year floor, Colleen. It'll be fine. Really? Okay. Sending him pictures like this for 6 weeks. The entire place was underwater. Oh, it'll be fine, Colleen. It'll be fine. Plus, we're going to sand your floor before we're all done. Okay, so April rolls around. We get the siding up. Awesome. It's April. We're rolling right along. We're thinking, cool, they're going to start framing out the inside. Siding is all up. They had to start putting 2x4s on the inside. He threw us a bone and painted half of it because he says, you guys can't reach that. So he thought he would be nice and do that for us. This was in June because we're starting to pitch a fit. Like, why isn't this happening? Oh, look at the pipe coming right down through my bathroom. Right into our shower. Wasn't that nice? We're starting to get pissed off at stuff. Like, for example, look at the doorknob. There was even a photo showing which way it was supposed to go. And September, I'm starting to let them know there's leaks all over the house. In fact, we have mold and slime growing. Still doesn't matter. Still doesn't care. Got all the insulation, got the metal up. This is the end of June. Okay. By September, the walls are starting to pull away. The entire house is ready to collapse in on itself. Wow, now what? It took him 2 months to come out here and correct this because all they used was nails. No screws, no bolts. Nope, nothing. Wow, the metal, they left one entire sheet off. You could put your hand up through there and poke right into the house. And this is the mess they left us with. This is the quality of the work. And this is how they leave it at the end. And we don't see anybody for months and months on end. These were put in. They weren't concreted in. They were put on top of the concrete, and they end up sitting in 3 inches of water. Yep, bags of trash. They pulled off siding. There's Tyvek. There's mold under it. We've got caulking everywhere. Really? This is how we've had to get up into the house for the last almost 2 years. And yep, here's Old Faithful. This is what we've had to use for almost 2 years. So here we are now looking at shipping container houses, and this is kind of along the lines of what we're looking at because we've got a 30 by 40 foot footprint. So the shipping containers are 40 feet, so we can put 2 of them and then build out the middle. So please help, please share. God bless. Thank you.